This project began with numerous questions of ambiguity and a pressure of becoming the expert of thresholds. I was interested in how thresholds gave me an opening into people's moments, as if I was looking at a live artwork or a sculpture. My site Ranston Street provided me with the opportunity to look into different typologies of spaces like residences, public parks, and a school. I photographed elevation views from the streets to understand what the thresholds provided to the different types of spaces. I charted different thresholds present on the site into categories of materials, functions, and their psychological and physical effects. There was a visible pattern forming, and this made me question the basic elements of thresholds. I compared the basic elements of design, which are a dot, line, and shape, to the basic elements of thresholds, which would be a door, a passage, and a space. Would the thresholds on site still function if I put them in different XYZ planes? I worked ahead with digital collage to answer these questions with the door is on the floor and a staircase leads to a window or a space created with inverted bollards. To further this investigation, I worked with paper models where the liminal spaces created situations and even more ambiguity. I worked with the rule of using specific size of paper along with whatever paper can do, like cutting, folding, and bending. One of the models created a similar situation like Marcel Duchamp's Door 11. Adding different human scales to them helped me see how these different forms can work. What I was doing subconsciously with my models reminded my tutor of Parc de la Vie and 1 square meter house. Shumi's Follies explored movements and interactions, while the 1 square meter house was a sculptural piece exploring body and space vertically, reducing the footprint. I began the design by defining how this inhabitable sculpture functions, deconstructing a house into opportunities of situations to sleep, cook, eat, bathe, and wash. Can a threshold provide all of this? A threshold-like staircase, comprised of horizontal surfaces, leads us to different levels. Can just these horizontal surfaces create an inhabitable space? We use the horizontal surface to step on as a cover, stand on, sit on, sleep on, and in many more ways. I began to explore these ideas with the help of my batchmates to physically execute it. Using the university tables provided me with an orthogonal horizontal surface which I can propagate further into a sculpture. With this, I achieved numerous postures and situations while also understanding uncomfortable situations and dimensions. The process involved multiple explorations, imagining ambiguous spaces, connections, and openings. A way of trying to answer questions like, what is a door with no walls around it? Can a superthreshold be inhabitable? The iterations with orthogonal grid provided the most abstract the space could get. The final design is a 10 meters high alien-like sculpture in the middle of the site. The experimental structure, where people can come to stay for 2 to 3 days and try a different way of living. Through the meticulous research and imaginative explorations, the study has revealed the transformative potential of thresholds when subjected to distortions in scale, size, planes, axes, and other elements, ultimately culminating in the conception of a concept, the superthreshold. This thesis is my way of successfully demonstrating that thresholds can indeed be inhabitable. Through the deliberate introduction of ambiguity and the concept of superthreshold, challenges preconceived notion, offering a glimpse into a different way of living where spaces are dynamic, adaptable, and capable of accommodating diverse activities within a unified environment. The superthreshold pushes boundaries of architectural way of thinking as a way for more versatile and abstract built environment.